Well, the mission of Love Holds Life to help children battle cancer. They've joined actually forces with the Belmont Improvement District to host its annual Ferragusto Festival. It draws thousands of visitors from the tri-state area, and it goes from the famous Arthur Avenue in the borough of the Bronx. And if you've ever been out there to the Ferragusto Festival, you will know that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Here now to talk about the organization and the festival, we welcome now the founder of Love Holds Life Incorporated, Richard Sonato, and also a licensed social worker, Greg Felice, and they're both here on the show. And gentlemen, good to have you back here. And
good to be here.
I guess it's Greg, this is your first time being with me. Yeah. Richard, we've seen you third time, right?
Yeah.
Every time we see you, we know that it's a great thing because the Ferragusto Festival is coming. But not only the festival's coming, but honestly, an opportunity for you guys to really be in action and really do some great work.
Absolutely, yeah. In the Bronx, no better place.
That's right, that's right. So a little bit about the organization. So obviously you help out people who are victims and suffering with cancer.
Yes, like we've said, before, we started this organization for a local firefighter's son back in Mount Vernon. It was almost 5 years ago. And our focus is to help the community as a whole and bring direct support financially to those children. And also now, as of 2 months ago, we are also going to be helping adults in our organization. So that's age over 19. We just recently sponsored or are going to be sponsoring a 38-year-old man who has lymphoma. He's up in the Mayapack area. So today I decided to bring Greg Felice, he's our vice chair, and to talk about really what separates us financially and the medical side with Love Holds Life Cancer Foundation, and what makes it so different and so unique that the people of the Bronx and our other communities can donate to, and why their donation matters so much.
Well, give us a little bit, because you do say there's a big difference between yourself and other organizations. So a little bit about that.
So our focus is to work directly with the family, whether it's through a hospital or with them directly. And our focus is to financially cover their entire medical cost. So where organizations may bring the Band-Aid approach, they may donate a $500 grant. Love Holds Life, we're able to help that family paying their entire co-payment, their co-insurance, deductible, and prescriptions while their child or family member is sick with cancer. So the average donation, like I said before, is over $25,000 to a family that's in need. The most paid out was $73,000 to the firefighter's family that we helped out.
And Greg, I mean, obviously working on the social workers side of it, there's a lot that comes with this cost, counseling, supportive services, and stuff like that. Give us a little bit about your take.
Well, I'm a clinical oncology social worker, or was for many years at Westchester Medical Center. Then I got into the specialty pharmacy business, and really took me out of a lot of direct patient and family interaction. So I teamed up with Rich and worked out really well, because one of the things that I was looking to do was kind of find that niche again of doing purposeful, meaningful work. And so Rich's organization is much different from a lot of the organizations that I would tap into, like American Cancer Society, Leukemia Lymphoma Society, other organizations that would give they would do great, trying to raise money, but they would give out a small stipend to a family, maybe $500 or something like that. This organization, when we choose to take on a family, really is much more comprehensive, and those can really make a big, huge difference in a family's life. What I do is, when they take on a family, is I'll look at the situation and see, because we're doing fundraising and bringing in money, I'll look and try to see if there are any other community resources or supports out there that might be able to fill in some of those gaps, so the money that we're raising is used most effectively. So I'll try to offset that, so we're really using those dollars wisely. But all in all, it's just been a wonderful experience, because I'm still now able to give back, as far as when it takes that piece of working with a family and trying to help them as far as coping, getting them connected to some of the other community resources that might be out there to kind of help them through that. So it's a very comprehensive service.
And for you, the Ferragusto Festival is another opportunity for you to really raise some funds is also some awareness.
Absolutely. And last year, I'm happy to say, was our best year. We raised over $3,500 at the feast.
Beautiful.
The Belmont Business District Group, they gave us 2 spots, and it allowed us more exposure, which allowed more donations to come in to help the kids that we were helping. And this year, it's another great hit. It's going to be on September 11th, which is a day not to forget. And this year, we have the performers that are going to be at the feast are going to be 2 gents and a lady, featuring Elio Scasio, Julianne Gluenko, Vincent Riccardi, 70s Project, Uncle Floyd, Sal Valinetti, and Nick Vero. They'll be the performers this year at the feast. And last year, the performance was incredible. It's a good time.
And obviously, people who come through get an opportunity to really support, and then at the same time, also have a great time at the festival. It's one of the most best festivals I think we have here in the borough of the Bronx, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And then also, before we get out of here, I want to be able to share a little bit, because you guys also have a charity golf event, and I know you guys lost someone very near and dear.
Yes. September 7th last year, my best friend passed away, Rosie Sanchez. Friends with her for over 9.5 years, and she was diagnosed probably about 6-7 months before her accident with a brain tumor, which caused major disruption to her life. A lot of pain she was enduring, you know, and what happened was on the night of September 7th, which was Labor Day, she was in the car with her 2 boys, and she had drove off the road up on the Sawmill River Parkway in Mount Kisco. They believe the cause was the pressure from her tumor, caused her to fall asleep at the wheel, and it resulted in a fatal car accident. So, you know, I loved her so much. She was just an instrumental person in my life and was always there for me. So this is my way of showing, you know, how I really felt about her. And we were just sponsored by Healy Brothers, which is a major car outfit up in Dutchess and Orange County. And they're dedicating this event. The funds will be raised for our kids, and it's in memory of her. And this will be our first annual that we're hosting.
Yeah, so where's the golf tournament going to be held?
It's Otter Kill Country Club. It's up in Campbell Hall, New York, which is Orange County. Sponsorship for the event is $1,200 a corporate sponsor, and then businesses can donate $100 to get a tea sponsor. And we do have quite a bit of supporters here in the Bronx, so I know we'll have some local business owners that'll be helping with that event.
Certainly, certainly.
Yeah.
We want people to come on out and be a part. I mean, you guys continue to do great work. Have you been surprised at the growth, I mean, down through the years? I mean, obviously you've been coming the last 3 years, but every year it gets better and better and better.
It does, it does. And I also want to thank the sponsors who helped sponsor the Ferragosto. It's Pepsi, New Rochelle Chevrolet, Con Edison, and also DeVelio. And without them, the Ferragosto would not be the amazing event it is, which, you know, helps us tremendously as an organization.
Great. Obviously, you'll get the last word to let people know a little bit more about the organization, why you think it's important for them to continue.
I really think that one of the things that sets us apart is that that money that's raised is used locally. And so when you know, I always notice, like when you go into a local deli or store, you know, they have some trauma has happened, an event, and they're trying to raise money. And it's those are the kind of people that we're dealing with. We're trying to make it so that when you, and one of the last outings that we had some of the families come there, and people could see, these donors could see where their money was going and really the difference they were making. So there's really that connection to the community, which is huge, because a lot of times, you know, in good faith, you give money to things, you know, organizations, and you don't really know where that money goes. You don't know the impact. This is something that you can see and go, wow, we did a great job. We really helped those people out. So it's a great thing.
Well, we're hoping that the community comes out and continues to support you guys, continue to do the great work.
Thank
and
you,
hopefully by this time next year, we'll come back with another great story and more things you've been able to accomplish. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
thank you
coming.
so much for having us out here again.
Good to have you. Good to have you. All righty. Well, listen, we want you to stay tuned, because guess what? We're going to have a few more things to say. Just a few more. You'll be surprised what they are in just a second.